Are you ready
for a brand new
Pvtv?
Good morning, PV, and welcome to an all-new edition of Pvtv. I'm TJ Pellegrin.
And I'm Brianna Oliveira, and here are this week's top stories. There will be a winter track meeting on Wednesday, October 30th during lunch in room 131. If you cannot attend and are still interested in joining, please contact Mr. Judilla.
PV Choir is having their annual Halloween Talent Night on October 30th at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Make sure to come out and support your school's choir and your fellow students as well. Tickets are $8 at the door and $5 in advance. Prizes for best costumes will be there as well. We hope to see you there.
The Human Rights League would like to remind everyone this Halloween to choose a costume that is respectful towards everyone's culture and not representative of groups of people that have been oppressed or marginalized throughout history. Always remember to be mindful of your actions while having fun. Check out the Human Rights League email for more tips on do's and don'ts for your Halloween costume this year. Back again is Tyler McEwen with a special guest to help with the forecast for this upcoming weekend.
Okay, class, today we're going to be talking about the weather. See, when you go on weather.com and see this, that means it's going to be sunny. On the contrary, when we see this, what do you think that means? It means it's going to be rainy. Gotta learn if you want to be a big weatherman, Tyler. Alright, this is pretty important.
But I want to be a weatherman too.
I want to be the weatherman like no one ever was. To teach them the weather's my real test. To introduce Tyler's my cause. Banana, I will travel across the school, searching far and wide. Banana, the weatherman needs to understand the forecast coming by. Tyler!
All right, thanks guys. So, weather today, we're gonna have a high of 58 and a low of 40, partially cloudy. Then tomorrow we're gonna have a high of 60 and a low of 42, partially cloudy yet again. And on Sunday, high is 63, low of 47, partially cloudy for a third time. Thanks, and now back to you guys.
The Smoke Signal is pleased to announce it will host a screening of Pascack Valley alum Ken Spooner's documentary film, Life with Layla, on Tuesday, November 5th at 7 p.m. in our auditorium here at PV. Spooner, a 2008 PV grad, co-produced and co-directed the film with Steve McCarthy and Mike Mee, and the three will be on hand for a Q&A afterward. Admission is $5, and the Smoke Signal is donating all ticket proceeds to the filmmakers as they seek to bring the movie to a national audience. For more information, contact Katie Mullaney, Rachel Cohen, Bill Rawson, or email pvsmokesignal@gmail.com.
The Environmental Club did a costume drive last week at the Harvest Festival at Meadowbrook, where they donated gently used costumes to be reused as part of our mission to reduce, reuse, and recycle. If you still have any used costumes, you can still bring them to Ms. Piccolini in room 106 for next year.
The Harvester Club will be collecting donations for Umbrella, an organization that works to help those in foster care. This collection is specifically for those who aged out of foster care and are going off to college. A few items that will be collected are any new and packaged clothing, backpacks, and any toiletry items. Collections will be taken up to November 5th in room 230. For more information, please contact Ms. Mathias.
Have you noticed many students wearing dark red lipstick in the hallways this week? Mr. Greer's forensic class have been doing lessons on unconventional evidence. Let's take a look.
So today we were trying to see if you can determine a suspect based on their lip prints alone. So I have each student in the class make several like lip prints on pieces of paper, which they write their names on, as if they are known suspects that you picked up as possibly being in connection with the crime. Then what we're going to do is we're going to try and match their known lip prints to the lip prints on a cup, which is supposed to be a piece of evidence that we found at the crime scene. And each one of these cups is going to have a code number on it, and they're also going to have several suspects in the cup, so that way they can then, from the list of suspects, can they pick out which suspect actually created that crime scene.
Someone who stole someone's necklace at a dinner party, fancy dinner party, and like they didn't have any fingerprints, so we had to use lipstick. It's a little awkward. Now I'm getting used to it after having it on for about 30 minutes, but first time tastes a little weird, but I'm getting used to it. That I didn't know that you can prove a crime with lipstick. It's kind of not a known thing. Like leaving lipstick marks can like help solve a crime.
What we're trying to see is, can you match a suspect to a crime scene based on some kind of unconventional evidence? We're not talking about fingerprints, we're not talking about blood analysis or something like that. You're talking about something like random, like can you match somebody based on their lip prints alone?
A new PV miniseries is underway and they need your help. Do you want to wear your Halloween costume again after Halloween? If you would like to be an extra in the untitled upcoming miniseries, they will be filming a big Halloween party scene on Saturday, November 2nd in the lower CAF from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. See Mr. Sherman for any other details or questions.
Last week, Pascack Valley alumni from the class of '69 were given a tour of PV for their 50th high school reunion. Here's Dan Large with more.
Last week, approximately 50 alumni from the class of 1969 were given a tour of PV for their 50th high school reunion. For some of them, it was their first time stepping through the doors after graduating half a century ago. Much has changed in that time, including the construction of the new gym and science wing, not to mention that every student gets a personal laptop.
It's a great experience. It is wonderful because we had such good memories, and to see people that we enjoyed and now seeing them 50 years later is an absolute joy.
The most interesting thing was to see how the school had changed and what was still quality and how it's adapted to the world situation, I think. I guess, yeah, I'd love to see more languages because that's my area, but I understand that nationally, and I'm also, really excited by a lot of the changes, like the forensics lab and some of that other stuff, yeah.
And where did you say you lived?
I live in Malaysia.
In Malaysia?
Yes, in Kuala Lumpur.
Boy, I liked so much of it. I like the old photos, the old sports photos and stuff like that. Because it was fun seeing our classmates, The tour director was really great.
Yes.
Just amazed at the quality of education that the kids in this high school are getting today. Kids nowadays coming to this high school are getting an even better education overall, and there's a lot more areas covered and a lot of consideration for different diversity. It's just kind of an amazing high school right now.
This is my locker, and the lockers were huge. They were so big that I actually could fit inside, and when my friends would come, I would jump out and scare them. I probably would get in trouble for that.
Yeah,
but this is where I met my future husband and Dan Large's grandfather, and we're married 50 years, and this is where it all started. Yeah.
We now go to our sports reporter Jake Lutz with his recap of key sporting events from this week.
Thanks, guys. This is a big week in sports for PV. The boys football team are playing for the league championship against Riverdale tonight at 6 o'clock. Coming off a big win versus Ridgeview Park, the boys feel well prepared for the game tonight. Let's see how the boys have prepared for the game.
From the Ridgeview Park game, I mean, it's good. It's good to get back on the winning side. We've been waiting for that since we lost OT, so that week was it was dragging on waiting for that game. But now that we're back on the winning side, it's exciting to get into playoff season now. This is we got some big games coming up, and then our bye week, and then nice playoff season that we could hopefully take it to the next level.
This week we kind of prepared the same as always, but we just knew we had to have more energy because before Old Japan we didn't have that much energy, and it kind of showed on that night. So it's really important for us to have energy this week, and that's what we made sure we did. We've been preparing a little differently this year. There's a lot online, the league championship. We haven't won it since 2014. Riverdale's had our number the last couple of years, but we've been preparing with practice, early morning meetings. We've been working really hard, running extra sprints every single day, trying to strive to get better as a team, and trying to build relationships because, this is the biggest game any of us have ever played in our entire lives.
What drives the team day in and day out really is, our perseverance every day just to get better. Especially for the seniors, this is our last year that we could play together and possibly play the game ever again. So this is the last time we could play the greatest game ever, and we gotta take advantage of it and do what we can do.
Next, the boys soccer team's win versus Bergenfield Thursday night secured the league championship for the 4th time in 5 years. Here are some highlights from the game.
It feels great. Honestly, I think the boys really worked well. It's a good group, and we knew that from the beginning. Win the league is great, and we always try to do that. We tell the boys we've only won the league a handful of times, so now they're in a group with others that were able to get it done before them, and it just feels really nice to have something that the boys can hang their hat on.
Yeah, we just gotta put together more passes and talk more. I think we were all a little slow today, and I think we're gonna change that for the state tournament.
It feels pretty good. It's something we weren't able to do last year, so to get it done, not slip up like we did last year, it's it's a good feeling, and I hope that the juniors this year can replicate it next year.
Goals for the future is to have a great performance versus Hackensack on Tuesday, and get ready for the state tournament because we believe we can make a great run, and we gotta put together good performances, and we believe we can do it.
Congrats to the boys soccer team on their win. Tonight versus Riverdale is a huge game. Come out and support the team and wear your best USA colors. That's all from me. Back to you guys in the studio.
With autumn upon us, Pvtv reporter James Montgomery went around PV asking students and faculty how they celebrate fall.
Hey PV, we wanted to go around asking kids what their favorite fall activities were, but with Halloween just around the corner, we went and asked them what they were going to be for Halloween instead. Let's hear what they had to say.
I'm being Buttercup. It's a Powerpuff Girl with my 2 other friends.
I'm planning on being a ghost for Halloween so I could scare all the kids away and give them no candy.
Austin Powers. Regina George.
James Montgomery.
I think I'm going to be a spoon.
I'm going to be a Visco girl.
I plan on being Jacob Wint.
I'm going to be Mr. Chow from The Hangover or Beyonce from Kickin' and Screamin'.
This year, I'm going to be Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. It's a classic, and I love it.
I'm going to be Alan from The Hangover.
Be Wreck-It Ralph.
I think I'm going to be a ghost for Halloween. So I could be scary and scare all my friends and get all the candy.
Well, that's it for this edition of Pvtv. I'm Brianna Oliveira.
And I'm TJ Pellegrin. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
I don't know. Why are you asking me all these questions, man? Why are you coming at me like this?